All right, guys, so now we're going to practice adding value to simple shapes to make forms. So forms are like shapes, but they look more three-dimensional. So I want you to take your workbook and flip to a blank page in the back. The first thing you're going to do is we're going to make some shapes. So I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to make a square. I'm going to make a triangle. But on the bottom of my triangle, you know what, let me do this in marker so that you can see it better. Circle, square. On the bottom of my triangle, instead of doing just a straight line across, I'm going to curve it down at the bottom a little bit to make more of a cone shape. And we will really make that cone shape more apparent when we start adding our values. And finally, we're going to make what's going to become a cylinder. So it starts with an oval at the top, just like this. We're going to do two lines down and then kind of a curved bottom. Okay. Remember, you're doing this in pencil, not marker. Marker doesn't erase, pencil does. Sorry about that. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to separate it out into those 5 values. So the first thing we need to do for our circle, we'll do a little circle here. It's 1 value. Follow it, 2 values. Follow it, 3 values. Follow it, 4, 5 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different values that we're going to put in there. For our cylinder, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines gives us 5 values. Next one, our cone, same thing, but it's going to start at the top and kind of go straight down like a pie piece. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines gives us 5 values. The cube's a little different. So for the cube, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 lines on a diagonal coming up this way and 1 line down here on that same diagonal. And then I'm going to do a vertical line on this side and a horizontal line on the top to make it a cube. So now we're all set up to do our values. I would do these in pencil at home. I'm going to do them in marker just so that you can see them a little bit better. But the first thing we're going to do is decide, okay, so which side's going to be my light side and which side's going to be my dark side. I think for all of mine, I'm going to have my light coming down kind of like this towards them. And so for my circle, I know this is going to be my darkest value, so I'm going to color in my darkest value here. I know this is going to be kind of like my midline. And you guys can choose whatever method for shading you want to use. I'm going to use cross-hatching since I'm using a marker. And it's going to be easier in the long run, whereas if I'm using pencil, I probably would have just blended it all in. So lighter means with cross-hatching and using a marker or pen that we're getting it further apart. Go back in, add some darker values here and here. And so now my circle is starting to look like a sphere. It's starting to look more three-dimensional. You'll follow it over here. So this is going to be light to dark this way, light to dark this way. And on this one's a little special. So if my light is coming in from the top, this is going to be my light shade. This is going to be a medium shade. And this is going to be a dark shade. So I'm going to have you guys do those ones on your own and send me your finished practice sheet in either an image or a video upload. All right, that was a lot of hard work for this week, so that's all I'm going to give you are just those 2 assignments, really just that 1 worksheet and then a practice page. And I will see you next week for our class. Bye, friends.